This is the Morning Swim Show for Friday, May 27th, 2011. I'm your host, Peter Busch, in the Phoenix Monitor today. We'll wrap up our three-part series of the Coaching Carousel. It started on Wednesday with Eric Hansen, the new coach at Arizona. On Thursday, our guest was Whitney Height, a former Arizona assistant who took Hansen's place in Wisconsin. And today we'll talk to my brother, Augie Busch. He's the new head swim coach at the University of Houston. And he joins us right now in the Phoenix Monitor from Tucson. Augie, welcome to the show. How you doing?
Doing great, Peter. How are you?
Doing well, thanks. Great to finally have you on the show. Sad to see you leaving Arizona, but I know you're excited about your new adventure in Houston.
I'm really excited. It is a little bit of a bittersweet time. It is sad leaving such a great place, but I am very, very excited about the opportunity at Houston. I think that place has a ton of potential, and I can't wait to get started with those women. The athletic department has been incredibly supportive. I can't tell you how great of an impression Mac Rhodes, their athletic director, has made on me. The culture of excellence that he has established at UH is impressive. Really energetic, excited staff there at the athletic department. Their support for me and their reception of me has been overwhelming. It's been awesome. So I can't wait to get started there in Houston.
Now, what is it about the school that gives you the impression that it has great potential? Because Houston, frankly, does not have much of a history with swimming.
Well, a lot of people don't know that from the mid-'70s to mid-'80s, they had a 10 or 11, 10-year run of top 20 finishes, consecutive top 20 finishes. Phil Hansel established a really great thing back in the mid-'70s and really kept it going. Their diving has stayed at that level and then some. To me, they've been one of the top diving programs in the country, so there's a lot of potential to build off of that facet of things. The facility is top-notch. It's really, really sharp. Tons of space for us to really customize our training for the different groups and individuals we'll be working with. Obviously, the Houston area, there's a lot of talent in that area. I know that there's a lot of top-tier club teams around there who really produce some great swimmers, so I'm looking forward to tap into that more. And the diversity, University of Houston is known as being the most diverse campus in the country. And so I see that as huge potential for recruiting internationally. I think that they'll find that diversity very comforting when they look at Houston.
Well, I know that you and Dad and Arizona in general had some great success internationally in Tucson, so you definitely think that will be part of your model there at Houston?
We're hoping. We're hoping. We'll search out any pipelines we can possibly have. But absolutely, I've always enjoyed working with international people, and I think that they bring something very unique to the table when they join your program. I think it absolutely opens the American kids' minds to their cultures. It allows them to just learn about different places in the world. And so we are hoping to really tap into that. Jane has done a fantastic job recruiting internationally. So we'll look to that for sure.
What are realistic expectations for the Houston women in the next, next few years?
Place-wise, realistically, I think we can be more visible on the national stage, and that's definitely a fundamental goal here. We want to start to be a program that has NCAA qualifiers, that starts to get relays at NCAAs. Jane has had the program in the top 25 just off of diving points multiple times. And so if we can just add to that, then cracking the top 20, that's very realistic. And then from there, I think the highest ever finish Houston's had is 14th, I believe. And, I think that's realistic. Within 3 to 5 years, I think that's very possible.
I know at Arizona, and it's obviously one of the top programs in the country, the expectation is most of the kids will stay there year-round. They'll train there during the summer, and that's not necessarily the case in Houston. Is that a culture change that you want to implement?
it's a culture change, and there's a funding issue with that too. It's you know, a lot of schools are kind of afforded that luxury of you stick around in the summer, you take a class, you continue to collect your scholarship. We don't really have that sort of funding right now at Houston, so that's definitely going to be, we're going to have to work on that. They're very committed to allowing me to explore whatever avenue I think it will take to be successful. So it certainly, there's definitely cultural changes that you want to try and establish with this new program, but you know, there's a solid culture there, especially within the athletic department. We just we have to figure out how to make some ends meet just financially to do that.
Well, good luck with the new adventure.
Thanks, Pete. Appreciate it. I'm really looking forward to it.
All right, dog. I'll talk to you later.
Okay, thanks.
All right, that's Augie Busch joining us in the Finis Monitor, wrapping up our three-part series of the Coaching Carousel. Have a great Memorial weekend. I'm Peter Busch, reminding you to keep your head down at the finish.